Hi my awesome friends. So I'm busy doing a little paper bag journal at the moment, just using 3 paper bags, and I've decided to bash my stash, and I found I had quite a few of these chippies, which is basically a thick cardboard cutout. I decided to color them, and I've used distress crayons. So these are Tim Holtz ones. Pardon me, they're quite expensive, but I was very fortunate to actually get some secondhand on Facebook Marketplace. And then I have these color pips, which I think are very generic, cheaper ones. It really doesn't matter which ones you use. These are Maped, and then of course you get the Faber-Castell gelatos, which are also awesome. So I used a combination of these, and I colored these chippies already for my journal and did a little bit of stitching. So I'm going to just show you quick how I did that. Here are 2, and I think I'm going to try and use my favorite colors, and I'm going to use a variety of pens, so they're not all the same brand, but I really love turquoise and red together, and then maybe a little bit of yellow. So the nice thing about working with these is that they are in fact water reactive. So if you spray them with water, they actually react like watercolors nearly. So, you know, this is just one way of using them. And as you can see, I'm quite untidy. I also want to get a little bit of color on the edges of my chippy and on that inside edge. I'm not working very neatly, and that's the whole joy of this, is that you can play like a child. And then I'm going to use some of my, I really find red and turquoise go so well together, and it's a lot of fun. I've put a little plastic mat here so I don't wreck my craft board, my craft mat. Okay, so all I've done is, as you see, scribbled, and now I take my hand, and the moisture in your hand makes these actually so easy to blend. You can use a brush or something, but I actually find your hands work better. And I'm working on the inside of the frame just to hide, you know, that color, the gray color of the card, and also just around the edge of that. Let's do this one. It's a lot of fun. It reminds me of my childhood when we could just play with color and not worry about the rights and the wrongs. I must admit to you all that I've really struggled with my mojo after I had my hand up, but slow and steady, I'm getting it back. And I find, as a word of encouragement to anyone else who's lost their mojo, start with something small like this. Even if you don't know what you're going to make with it, just sit and do small things. And now I'm going to use a touch of this yellow, and this is the Distress Crayon by Tim Holtz. It's called Flickering Candle, but I absolutely love it because it's actually not yellow, it's gold. And I'll show you now how beautiful it is. I'm just putting a touch of that on there, and if you look, you can see it actually reflects a bit like gold. It's beautiful. I think by far my favorite color. And then again, just rubbing it in a bit, and you can see the lovely touch of gold there. And put that in there. Okay, I want to just put a little bit on the inside here, and then you can see the touch of gold. It's really lovely. Obviously much nicer in real life and not on camera. So you can see it does transfer onto your hands a bit. I find the easiest way is just to go and wash them with soapy water, but I'm obviously not going downstairs, so I have my bottle of hand sanitizer. Just give my hands a wipe, and dry them off. And that's it. But now I wanted to just show you, I discovered a trick in that if I take my 91% isopropyl and I just spray them gently. Now this was just by mistake that I discovered this, and I let it dry. First of all, it dries really quickly. You can actually see how quickly it's drying. You can see there. And you dry quick. It seems to set it so that it doesn't transfer onto your hands afterwards. So that's really cool. And then I used my jelly roll pen. You can see on the flowers here. I used my jelly roll pen and I used the 1mm to outline there. And then on these frames here, I just used a fine liner, a black permanent marker fine liner. So I'm going to use the black permanent marker here as well, and just add a little bit of fake hand stitching because I find it really finishes my little frame off. So I wonder if you have any idea what I want to do with these frames. I always find it quite strange because I honestly craft without a plan a lot. And I had a lesson with 3 ladies on Saturday who wanted to do junk journaling, and I prepared everything I was going to do. And then they arrived and we ended up doing something completely different. So we started making a paper bag journal where I'd actually planned to do just an ordinary journal with 10 signatures in it. So this is going to be part of my embellishments for my paper bag journal. And it was really strange because, as I say, I don't plan, and the journal has taken on its own spin. And I don't know why I was just drawn to pictures of people, because we worked with magazines and old books. So it's really the kind of journal you can make with stuff around your house. And if you don't buy magazines because they are expensive, please go and support your charity shop, because I pick them up very reasonably at my local charity shop, which is the SPCA or Child Welfare. And the magazines are awesome to use. I will show you now because I'm nearly finished with my little stitching. And I honestly find that these tiny little extra steps, like the stitching, honestly finish off your project, because it adds so much interest and people can see you made a little bit of extra effort. And there we go. And there we go. Okay. Oh, wrong way. I'm trying to put... can't even see what I'm doing here. Put the lid on here. Put the lid on here. So there you go. Aren't those cute? I want to show you what I'm doing with that. Let me just put that out of the way. Lots of noise, but I actually need the space here. Okay, so now I've got my lovely little frames that I've done. Here's another one, and I wanted to show you what I'm going to do with them. I had some lovely National Geographic and various photos from other magazines, photographic magazines, and as I said to you, I was just drawn to people this time. I don't know why. So I've decided that it's mostly kids, funny enough, that I'm going to use some lovely pictures that I've cut out of the magazines, and they're really fun, and I just think it'll be gorgeous. So I have the little picture frames here, and let's have a look at what we're going to do. I think that one's cute. Let's have a look here. Nope. Look how amazing that picture is. So all I'm going to do now is use my wood glue. You know, your ordinary, I think in America they call it your Elmer's glue. Because remember, this is paper. And I'm smearing it with my finger a bit because I don't want it to ooze out too much. And sorry, I just want my lappy. Excuse me. my lappie is a cloth in Afrikaans, and I'm going to stick it on here. Oh my word, I think that's absolutely gorgeous. So as you can see, I'm sticking it onto the picture, and you can see I put a bit too much glue on because it oozed out, but not to worry, it will dry clear. We put that on the side. And then this one, I love this little girl. She's eating a cupcake or a donut. I don't want that part of it in, so I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to be a little bit more mindful, not putting too much glue down now. Oh man, isn't that cute? So I'm making a little frame for these pictures, and once they're dry, I will cut them out. And then this is quite a funny picture. It's very old, apparently from the 1960s, but this little boy is actually pointing a toy gun, but I'm going to cut that off because I don't want people to see that. And let's have a look. Nope, I don't really like that. No, I actually don't like that, so I don't think I'm going to use him. But this little guy, he is so cute. Initially, I was going to make a pocket or something with the whole picture, but then by accident, I did this, and I thought, oh my word, just look how cute that will be. So I'm going to frame his eyes. And I really love working with magazines, so there's no excuse to say you can't afford to craft. You honestly don't need a lot of supplies to create cute things. And I love that. Isn't that too cute? So honestly, if you don't have gelatos, you can use watercolor paints or inks or whatever you have to color your little frames. But look how cute that's going to be. I actually think I'm going to move it up just a little bit. There you go. And then look how cute this one is with these little girls. Now, I don't think I've got anything that's big enough for them. So I think this picture I'm actually going to save and make a pocket with it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this idea, and I hope you will give it a try. I'm going to use the other little goodies for book corners for my cover, and then these for decoration, and the smaller tags I'm going to do something, but I haven't decided yet. So these smaller tags we'll see. But thank you for watching, and I hope you'll subscribe to my channel.